The situation is worsening dramatically on the border between Belarus and Poland. Migrants have apparently tried to break through the border fence, and the officers there used tear gas. According to Polish authorities, larger groups of migrants have tried to break through the border on Poland's border with Belarus. Such an attempt occurred near the border town of Kuznica, the Ministry of Defense in Warsaw announced on Twitter on Monday. A video posted for this shows how a group of men with spades and a tree trunk try to pull down the barbed wire fence at the border. A Polish uniformed man uses tear gas against the men. The border guard had previously reported that an attempt by migrants to break through the border had been foiled at lunchtime. Belarusian and Polish authorities had informed in the morning that a larger group of migrants was moving on foot to the border with a neighboring EU country. Poland's government convened a crisis team and spoke of another hostile action by the neighboring country. The Belarusian dictator Alexander Lukashenko sees himself being criticized for having people flown in from various crisis regions in order to smuggle them into the EU. In response to sanctions against his country, he had declared that he would no longer stop people on their way to a better life in the cozy West. Yeah, but he's bringing extras in. The Belarusian border guard spoke in the late afternoon of 2,000 migrants who wanted to cross the border to Poland. Among them are women and children. People wanted to go to the EU to find protection there. In a video published by the border guards in Minsk, a man shouted that the migrants' destination was not Poland, but Germany. The people did not want to stay in Belarus either, said the authorities in Minsk. The Belarusian authorities again accused the Polish security forces of exerting psychological pressure on the migrants and of using tear gas. In contrast, the EU accuses Belarus of letting the migrants enter the country and pushing them towards the border in a targeted manner. They even opened more airports for that. The intelligence coordinator Stanislav Zarin previously wrote on Twitter that the group of migrants was under the control of armed Belarusian units. They would decide where to go and where not to go. There have already been several migrant deaths in the border region. The EU states Poland and Lithuania have reported thousands of border crossings in the past few months. According to information from the German Federal Ministry of the Interior, an average of around 170 migrants came to Germany every day via Poland. There was no further increase, said Ministry spokesman Steve Alter. The CDU-CSU parliamentary group wants to introduce a proposal to the Bundestag on Thursday, that's the federal parliament, on the situation on the German-Polish border. The acting Interior Minister Horst Seehofer has proposed to Poland to intensify the joint patrols. Stationary border controls by the federal police are not yet planned. Poland's government spokesman Piotr Müller told the PAP news agency that more border guards would be sent to the relevant section. In addition, they are in contact with the EU border protection agency Frontex. The Department of Defense released aerial photographs showing a large crowd near the border. In Berlin, a bus from the Seebrücke Deutschland and Leave No One Behind initiatives left for the border area. It is supposed to bring relief supplies such as winter shoes, socks, rescue blankets, and headlamps to Poland. The activists had originally planned to bring migrants to Germany on their way back. However, this is only possible with a confirmation of admission from the Ministry of the Interior, said the initiative. A corresponding request has not yet been answered. A ministry spokesman had already announced on Friday that unauthorized transport and any unauthorized entry could result in criminal prosecution. When asked whether the current federal government feels responsible, he said on Monday, "The executive government takes care of matters that cannot be postponed. However, it does not provide any new political impetus." Lithuania is also stepping up its measures. "We are preparing for all possible scenarios," said Border Guard Chief Rustamas Liubayevas. They were also meeting with the army. We plan to put an additional number of troops on standby, said Lyubayevas. The EU has not recognized Lukashenko as head of state of Belarus since the controversial presidential election last year. The so-called last dictator in Europe, as critics call him, is supported by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Kremlin welcomed the actions of the authorities in Belarus on Monday. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.